But at the end of the day, if you feel like these black men are not representing you, then you need to represent yourself. So at the end of the day, what are you doing to represent yourself in regards to your image? Because black women's image is not looking that hot right now, let's be honest. What are you doing for your image? And why is it that these ballers would rather deal with exotic chicks? I know you're going to take it there, Brandy, so let me beat you to the punch. These rappers like 50 Cent and these ballers would rather deal with exotic chicks.
So baby, when you ready, hit my line. Tell me what you wanna do. I know you see I'm feeling you.
Guys, before we get into this topic, please click the notification bell. It's somewhere by the subscribe button so that when I create a new video, you'll get alerted. But let's get into this topic. Thanks for joining.
Oh, good. Good.
Hands.
Yes, welcome to my channel. So, you guys, I wanted to connect with you guys because, you know, I've been a part of a couple of panel discussions, right, with me and my girls, and you know, we were kind of depicted to be like the angry black women on there. Solo, you did a follow-up video to this, right? And I was on your channel, and then Kiko, you did a follow-up to Solo's video. All right, so you guys just kind of introduce yourselves, tell everybody where you're from, just for my followers so they can know.
A big dog with the big numbers, so I you know.
No, well, go ahead. It's on you.
All right, well, man, you know what it is. This your guy KingWillSays in the building. You know, I'm accountability Will now. You know what I'm saying? Transparent Will. You know, addressing all my my anger issues. Apparently, allegedly, I'm an angry black man. But you know, that's me.
So what about you?
I'm Solotv, everybody. Can you guys hear me on this mic? Anyway, I run a YouTube channel for men called Solotv84, and we talk about men's issues, dating, social commentary, self-improvement.
Anyway, you guys, let's get into this because I want to try to, like, you know, there seems to be a disconnect between black men and black women, and I want to try to get to a resolution if we can. Okay, so, and I'll just say this, like on my channel, I talk about like, you know, black men and their dating preferences and, you know, why they want to date the other. I talk about that a lot, but that's just because, you know, every time you look at a black site or like the Shade Room, you know, there's a bunch of black women commenting, like when the Shade Room posts like, you know, a black man with a white woman or a racially ambiguous woman, they're always complaining. They're like, you know, does black love still exist? You know, all this. So why do you guys think that black women feel this way in the comments?
Wow.
Oh, go ahead, Will. Go ahead, bro. It's on you, man. Your time to shine, baby.
I'll jump on. All right, I'll jump it off. You know, I'll start it off. Well, you know, as far as, you know, black women, it's a very, very like long history of black women kind of not being recognized. You know, black women feel, because I'm first of all, I like to put this out here. You know, I'm one of the few guys that rep the red pill. So that's in a relationship. I ain't flexing or trying to hide the fact, because you got a lot of guys who will have a girl and not be honest about it, and they'll come on YouTube just flexing. Like they're about that, talking about polygamous relationships, polyamory, and side chicks, and how to get, you know, it's just all kinds of lies going on. But, you know, so I mean, me and my girl, we talk about this quite a bit because she's a black woman, you know, Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? So she's, you know, she feels.
I have a black girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she feels the way. She feels a way. It's about just not getting that look. You know, it's always white women are the beauty standard, or the fact that a lot of successful black men, I ain't gonna say, because all of us black men, we ain't in that pool who can just upgrade and get all these racially ambiguous women. But you know, the guy got a lot of guys, when the stereotype is when a black man gets some money, he leaves his black women and go get a white girl, or he'll go.
So you're admitting that that is a thing.
I mean, that's a stereotype, but you know,
which is not true, by the way, because 90% of black men are still getting married to 90% of black women. This is scientific
Well,
fact.
I think more
Numbers.
so it's about black women not being represented in those in of that status. Like why is a particularly dark skinned black woman not deserving of that type of status? I think that's what it's more so about.
Who said she's not, though? I mean, when you look at the athletes or these ballers, right? A lot of them still date and marry black women. But it's just that for some reason, like you mentioned the shade room, they're just focused on the minority of men that are dating out. You know what I'm saying? And let's be real. If some of these guys, if they weren't playing ball, y'all wouldn't be checking for them. Ain't nobody, would any women be checking for Patrick Mahomes if he wasn't who he was? No. I remember a few years ago, black women were clowning Russell Wilson when he was in the NFL draft, and they were calling him corny, and his white wife at the time, they were calling her out a bunch out of her name. As soon as he got with the black woman, all of a sudden, now he's invited to the cookout. He's such a great stepdaddy. So it's all about, right of first refusal, right? But at the end of the day, if you feel like these black men are not representing you, then you need to represent yourself. So at the end of the day, what are you doing to represent yourself in regards to your image? Because black women's image is not looking that hot right now, let's be honest. What are you doing for your image? And why is it that these ballers would rather deal with exotic chicks? I know you're going to take it there, Brandy, so let me beat you to the punch. These rappers like 50 Cent and these ballers would rather deal with exotic chicks. What are you doing for your image? Because now you got rich men saying it, Brandy. I was saying this to you and Janae, a couple weeks ago that, there's certain things that not all black women, but certain black women are known for, stereotypes for their image, such as being, rude, attitude, all of this. And then people rolled their eyes at me. But guess what? Now you got 50 Cent, a millionaire, saying what I told you guys 2 months ago when I was getting yelled at. I mean, it's facts. So at the end of the day, what are black women doing for their image? Because black men we're going to worry about our image. And black women, y'all need to worry about your image.
Very true. Very true. And I got to say this.
So you guys, because I'm slowly, the more I have these discussions with MT and seeing these comments and stuff, I'm slowly changing my mind on the reasons why black men do date out. And it's, it's because of the rap that black women have, attitudes, and all they want is like a baller, all they want to do is date for swag and all that kind of stuff. And that's simply not true. That's not true. I mean,
I have to disagree.
Okay, for a small percentage, it may be true. There are those women out there. I'm not saying that there aren't, but there are women out there who would date a man without a lot of money and just don't date for just swag. Like, I'm one of them. Like, I've dated plenty of nice guys.
It's a small percentage.
Wait, hold on, wait, Brandy, define what's a nice guy in your definition, please.
A nice guy who doesn't have swag, as you say. He doesn't have a whole lot of money. Like, I've dated those guys before.
Was he black though? Was he white?
Yes,
Let's keep it 100.
Yes, he was black. I like the nice guy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I did date the bad boy, in my early 20s. But I also dated good guys as well. So it wasn't like it was just me dating the bad boy.
So I gotta frame this then. Let me frame this. So Brandy, so a guy with no, so you get turned on. You and your very fine friends, y'all get turned on the guys that have no type of swag. No, they can't dress. So that turns you on when a guy tucks his polo shirt in. Does that turn you on?
It depends on how they're approaching me. Like, if they are a businessman, if they have something going on, you got to have something going on. I mean, come on. Like, would you take me out on a date with my hair looking crazy, like with Like you
You
would.
know, Brandy, I love it. I can finally see you though. Now I can see it's the lighting that is doing it. It's not the makeup. It's just, you know, boo boo. You know, hit me up for some lighting tips. I got you. We will talk about it.
Right. You need to cash out me some
Wait.
better lights. How about that?
Ooh.
Okay, Brandy.
Oh man, but
Well,
look,
Brandy, come on my channel and we can talk. We can talk, Brandy.
look though, Brandy, I gotta say this. I gotta address this though. See, the thing is, what a lot of you and your sisters over there, you know what I'm saying, that be missing the point. A lot of black women run off a lot of black men.
Okay.
A lot of, because I was there. You know, if I didn't meet my girlfriend and she actually proved that she was actually, I was gonna be for these streets. Facts. I was gonna be a thot out here. Facts. I was not about to be no commitment. I was
Okay. So
it's like my hat say, temporary forever. But look, no, but I dated a lot of terrible black women at a certain point, because a black man, I saw you date throughout your young life up until your 20s. That's all you date, really. If you're a black man, you date black women, because most likely you're in all black schools. You know, you're surrounded by black people, and your family is also telling you, don't bring no white girl home.
Yeah, Brandy knows. After the video I sent Brandy, I was done with black women after that video, bruh. I was like 23.
we're definitely gonna get into that. But so are you saying? So what type of things that black women did that was so bad, King Will? That you're
After a while, you're dating black women for a long time. You run into the same patterns, you run into a lot of same patterns. The attitude, and I know y'all don't like that, but it's true. Facts. It's true. Y'all got them attitudes,
Like what? I mean, does she get an attitude when she tells you to like wash her clothes or something? Is she asking for money right off the bat? Like what types of things is it?
Well, it's the attitude of being combative. It's that combative energy that you and your fellow melanated sisters have. Y'all just got this. It's just like you want to fight. And look, you guys think that we come on here and we're talking about we just want a doormat woman, okay?
Right.
Like, first of all, that no man wants a woman that he can completely, unless he's just twisted in the head like that. Okay, but we want you to think for yourself. With little small things, a lot of you ladies turn into the biggest. You blow it out of proportion. Facts.
Okay. Solo, what do you say?
I think the biggest issue, Brandy, is that, and by the way, you have King Will saying that, right? Now, girls can't say, oh, you're mad because you're ugly. King Will says is a decent looking dude. No Shlomo. I just got to bring it out there because they're going to be like, well, look at these guys. They always bring it out. No, King Will says is a good looking dude. Facts. He's saying the same thing. But here's the thing, Brandy. At the end of the day, when you look at the situation, why is it that black women most of them are on these YouTube channels trying to learn femininity? That right there tells you that a lot of these women don't understand their role as a woman. And there's nothing wrong with being feminine, because see, a lot of women equate femininity with being weak. No, being feminine is one of the greatest assets that a woman has. It gives you, it puts you in your natural energy. Who wants to be in the masculine energy as a woman, Brandy? Do you want to be the one always yelling at somebody and always having to do things? No, you want to be taken care of, Brandy. I see you got your little pedicure, manicure, nails there. I see you doing fly things. I love it. But at the end of the day, when you see a rise of that, right? And we kind of touched on this before, Brandy, but there are a lot of women, they're clueless as to why they're not with the type of guy they want to be, is because their whole life they've been only looking at the superficial, besides looking internally. And I can really go deep with that if you want, but I'm gonna just leave it at that. But another thing is, if you want to go at the root of the problem, right, Brandy, ask yourself, black marriages in the 50s was the highest marriage in the USA. So what happened between 1950 to 2020 for black marriages that were the highest of any racial groups to now black women are the lead married? That is the question we should, be looking at. Like, did single mothers go up? King Will says, go ahead, bro. Unless Brandy wants to stop it right there. I don't want to take over Brandy's show.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I hadn't thought about that.
I gotta rub my hands. I'm like Birdman over here, man. You know what I'm saying? But no fire. You feel me? Always lubricated. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, pause with the lubrication, bro. This ain't no incel stream, bro. We ain't doing no lotion motion over here, bro. We on no fap over here. We don't.
Oh yeah, no fap. 50 days officially. Put that out there.
Facts.
But hey, I got the answer. I got the answer. I told you, Brandy, when I hopped up in here. I got the answers. Look. It's them single mothers. That's what's going on, you know. It's these single mother households that's warping these young black ladies' minds. You know. See, women. It's all about how women are raised. Environment does dictate how a person becomes and act as an adult, right? You know, that does weigh heavily. You know, some people can defeat their environment. Some people actually conform to their environment, right? Most women conform. A lot of these single mothers are terrible. They're not. They don't set good examples. A lot of these single mothers got men coming in and out the house, you know, and they learn their values from their mothers or their aunties, or it's like, yeah, girl, it's all right. Yeah, you're pretty. Use that as a tool. Weaponize your prettiness. Don't actually strive to be a good woman.
Oh, Brandy does. I'll be on her IG, bro. Yeah. Brandy knows it. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, Brandy, I seen that. I seen you on the bed on all fours. I seen that.
Yo, Brandy's gonna edit that part out the video.
I'm not gonna edit anything out with all of my clothes on. Okay, there's girls out there way worse than what I do.
Yo, Brandy, I'm saying, Brandy, you know, if you ever want to do a modeling, anyway, let's get back on topic. My bad, King. We'll get back on topic.
It's all good. It's all good. We all like
I get it. You know, black women do have attitudes. You know, it might be the way that they were raised and things like that. But what do you guys say to like the women and the black women and the black men who say, you know, you just don't know how to put up with a woman with, you know, a strong woman?
You want to take this one?
I'll take this one. Here's the thing, Brandy. Once again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Y'all have been brainwashed to believe that strong and independent is what men want. No, men don't want to smash another dude. See, a lot of you women think that we want what y'all want. No, we're different. That's why a lot of women, notice they always lead with, well, I'm educated, well, I'm this and that. But men, we don't care about that. Why do you think a lot of men, it doesn't matter, they'll date like some of the brokest chicks that you can see? Now, obviously, sometimes, yeah, you want a woman who contributes, but we don't look at women the same way that y'all look at us. So y'all think that men care about these things, education and strength. No. What do you got to be strong for? What, you going to pin me down in the bed in the figure four leg lock? I don't know what. Listen, the only thing you need to be strong for is, you know, just be able to carry your own, you know, weight, you know, whatever. But at the end of the day, when you look at it, you have all these women talking about independent women and this and that. And Beyonce fooled y'all, Brandy. Because guess what? The whole time when Beyonce was making all them anthems, talking about all my women independent, throw your hands up for me. And then I don't care now this jelly, all these songs, right? Or the one, you better put a ring on it. Guess what? Beyonce was married to Jay-Z. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, yes. So, but an educated woman, right? With a woman who's educated, she's 9 times out of 10, she's gonna know how to treat you though. So I mean, I think education is important, not to the level of, I'm educated and I'm gonna make more money than you. No, that's
okay. Let me put it to you like this, and I finally figured it out, Brandy. A lot of y'all think because you're educated, it makes you smart. You ain't gotta be smart to get an arts degree. I'm sorry, let's be real. You ain't gotta be smart to get a degree on how to wipe your booty. Hey, listen, they got a degree now where you can get a degree on how to be a babysitter, Brandy. You telling me people are going to college to get a degree on how to be a babysitter? Google it if you think I'm joking. We got a babysitter degree now.
What I'm saying is, you know, if the type of women that you talk about, Will, you know, that is a product of their environment, what I'm saying is a woman who's taken the time, right, to get her degree in try to do better for herself, 9 times out of 10, she's going to have the mentality of, okay, this is the type of man I want. This is the man that I need. This is how I'm going to treat my man. It's 9 times out of 10, she's going to, treat you good.
You said it correctly the first time. The
Whatever.
man I want. It's not the man you need. Look, shout out to Rebecca Lynn Pope, one of the greatest women on the planet.
Shout out to her. Shout out to her. She went viral.
She be. Y'all might as well look at her as your new mother goose, because she tell you what you need to know, you ladies.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But look, see, Brandy, the thing is about the whole look. I even made a whole video a long time ago about this with my homie. We don't care about y'all piece of paper. We don't care about that. See, we're a lot, especially black women, where y'all mess up at. You think that your piece of paper is a part of dating criteria when it's not. That's not what we look for. It's not a part of it. It's maybe a small part. It's not like I'm at the dinner table and I'm like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? God, I am so solid as a rock because she has a PhD. That is not what a man is thinking at all.
No,
and Brandy, one of the things you got to understand is having a piece of paper, having a degree, right? While yes, it shows you're accomplished, right? It doesn't equate femininity. It doesn't equate being a good girlfriend or good wife. I'm sorry, but just because you have a degree, does that make you a good girlfriend? That's like, hold up, let me pull a Janae real quick. That's like me saying, Brandy, because I have a 12-inch penis, it makes me a good boy. One doesn't have to do with the other. What does a 12-inch penis have to do with being a good boyfriend? Unless that's all you're looking for. You feel me? Just like, unless you're just looking for an educated woman. So it's all about degrees of realities. And what I mean by that is.
So would you date a woman that works like at McDonald's?
I mean, is she feminine?
Yeah.
Is she submissive? Is she cooperative?
So you would date a woman who.
Well, I mean, how old is she, Brandy? Is she 19, 21? Yeah, let's do it. 21. If she's 40, nah, I'm good. I mean, she can come through. Like if I'm single, she can come through and maybe top me off on the weekends. But
so it is a little bit about education.
Well, if you're 40 years old and you're working at McDonald's, I mean, no disrespect to anybody doing that, Brandy, but I'm just saying, I would take a 19-year-old more seriously working at McDonald's than a 40-year-old. Yes, facts.
All right. What about you, Will? What do you say?
Man, hey, I'm with my guy Solo. Does she like going to the gym? Does she keep herself up? Is she respectable? Does she present? Is she very, like I said, feminine? Is she feminine? Does she put a good perception of herself out into the world? And number one, does she, as long as she strives to want something, as long as she strives to want something and wants to, keep a clean, healthy life and not just, be a slob or she's just lazy, because I don't do lazy. My girl know what's up. If my girl see this, hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? But she know what's up, I'll tell her no. I don't want no slacker, I don't like that, because one, I ain't your parent, okay? And that's what's wrong. That's that woman privilege y'all got. I'm not your parent. I'm not about to take care of you. You're going to have to at least have something. And that's what most men, we don't, because we're fine. We don't need a woman to have all the money in the world or the most PhDs. Because guess what? Most of us, we can take care of ourselves. We can feed ourselves. We can clothe ourselves. We can iron our own clothes. We can do all that stuff. But how are you as a person? Really, that's all where it boils down to. Yeah, of course, we want you to be fine and looking like, what I'm saying? Looking like, Brandy, you looking kind of nice right now. So facts of the matter is, if you looking good, but you gotta have are you a good person? Are you gonna have my back? If my tire blows out and I have no spare on the side of the road, I hit you up and you ain't doing nothing or you're not at work, will you get up? And because I've been on the side of the road back in the struggle days, and my trifling girlfriend at the time may come help me out. Facts.
Yeah, you were just dating the wrong girl. But listen, let's switch topics.
Okay.
So you guys refer to yourselves as the red pill, right? Red pill guys?
For the most part.
I mean, I would call myself more as a guy who's in the truth, okay. But the red pill is definitely in the truth. Yes.
I've denounced that.
So let's kind of define the red pill here. So it means, right, like you're awakening your truth, exposing this
Yes.
kind of a thing.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you want to add to that, or is that pretty much the definition?
I want to emphasize that the red pill has to do more than just women, right? Because people see what happens, Brandy, is most men, we were conditioned to believe that if we grew up to be nice guys, then it would be like one of those rom-coms, right? You'll meet your girl in college, you'll have that house with the picket fence and 2.5 kids, and you just have to be nice to girls. You have to just bring roses on the first date. I did all that, Brandy. Guess what? It never worked. Bring a girl roses. Yeah, she got the rose. Then she dipped, you know? So what happens is that there's some guys, they're clueless, Brandy. And I'm pretty sure you know a couple of them because you friend zone them. Let's keep it real. They're clueless. They don't understand why. I thought Brandy's my homegirl. Why do I keep striking out with girls like Brandy or this and that? Because they don't realize that they're too nice. They're too thirsty. They're too simpish, right? And so what happens is that when you take the red pill, it breaks down the scales that have been covering your eyes for so long. So then you don't just realize the truth about women, but how society has been social engineered and lied to you your whole life to keep you docile, to restrain your masculine energy. And now you got all these soy boys running around that are, you know, catering to women and feminists particularly because they don't want to, you know, because now you have toxic masculinity, but yet there's no such thing as toxic femininity. So I'm gonna leave it at that, Brandy. I'm gonna leave it at that for now.
Okay, all right. You have anything to add, Will?
I rub my hands when my guys start cooking,
Let's go.
You know, but look, hey, look. Yeah, it's part of the awakening. I mean, you know, hey, I'm not a bad looking dude, but people.
That's right. Janae can't call you ugly, fam. Facts. No slow-mo. No slow-mo.
With the perception
Bitter mills. Oh, we'll talk about that too, Brandy. Listen, I got that smoke. Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead, bro.
No, this is right. No, do you, man? No, but no. So the perception would be, oh, look at somebody like Solo, or like the other, you know, other guy, like, oh, he just, oh, I see why you, but you struggling, right? But if you got somebody who's decent like myself, okay, I run through the same problems. See, people have the perception and think that women bend to my will just because, well, you know, let's be real, complexion, right? You know, I'm on the latter side of things. So people, I've heard the assumptions, you know, I've heard the perception of, oh yeah, you know, yeah, King Will, you know, yeah, you got all the hoes, don't you? No, it's not true. These girls play me and get me in any kind of way, and they run me through the ringer too, and that's how I found the red pill. There's guys that look like me that need the red pill all the time, because just because you're good looking doesn't mean that you dominate in the field of dating. You could still be a big fat simp, you know, i.e. NBA players, NFL players. That's why you know your sisters love them, because they're so easy to get over. You know, I mean, Blake Griffin's baby mama is getting like $4 million a year off the child support.
Wow.
Okay.
That's crazy. So, Solo, you did you did 2 videos about your ex-girlfriend and how she hurt you.
Let's talk about it, Brandy.
Yeah, let's talk about this because, and by the way, you're a good storyteller. I couldn't stop watching. I was like, wow. But so you explained how she cheated on you, how she just kind of went crazy on you. So talk a little bit about that.
You know, I mean, Brandy, you heard the story, you know. I mean, you know, when I was younger, I was a freak, you know what I'm saying? No, but so here's the thing, like with that story, right? And by the way, she's not the main reason I don't care about Black women, but okay, let me put it like this. So for those who have, it's called My Psycho Ex-Girlfriend, but I had to change the title. Long story short, I met a girl when I was 23. She was, I don't know, in the game. Brandy, you know what I'm talking about. Negroes would fly her out to LA, Chicago. This was before flying out was a thing. Like, this was 2007. now we all know about girls getting flown out, right? Brandy, Instagram girls. Like now it's like a thing, but she was doing that before it was a thing, I guess. So I met her, and believe it or not, King Will, of all places, I met this demon witch at church, bro. So I met her at church. The same time I met her with my roommate. Long story short, she wanted me, but I wasn't impressed because she thought like she would impress me by telling me about her thought tales. And I was like, nah, shorty, you for the streets. I don't want that. You feel me? But guess what? You know what had me open, Brandy? You heard the story. She put that $80 in my hand. I was 23, so it's short. Listen, a woman putting $80 in your hand when you're 23 and broke, that's like a G, King Will, right? So she put that money in my hand, and I was like, okay, you winner, chicken dinner. So long story short, we dated, and Brandy, do I give away the ending, or should I tell him to go? Long story short, we dated, and this girl had some issues. We would get into fights, and these fights would be not violent, but just very like loud fights. And then it would be like, oh my God, you're making me so hot right now. Smash me. It was just a bizarre thing. So long story short, she ended up going to Chicago for a modeling event where one of her friends from middle school wanted her to be a hostess, like for the event. And the part that she didn't tell me is the Negro paid for the ticket, but then had the nerve to say he wouldn't let his girl go. So that story, Brandy, basically, but that's not the worst. The worst is once I broke it off, the harassment, right? The constant phone calls, the pretending to be pregnant, having goons call my job, right? And it's just like turning my friends against me, like my roommates. She did the most, Brandy. And there are a lot of black men who can relate to that, where they've dealt with a black woman, let's be real, and then she messed his life up. A lot of brothers probably going to be watching is their baby mama. Some people is going to be their girlfriend. And that girl was, I mean, Brandy, I had to move like 50 miles to a different town, somewhere low key. So the point of the story is that, granted, yeah, she was a beautiful girl, and I was just, I was a sweet dick. I'm sorry, I got to keep it real. But she had me open, King Will. I mean, she was a freak. Shorty was a freak, bro. And you 23. So imagine a chick with a high sex drive, just like you. I mean, she was throwing it. I was, you know what I mean? But the reality is, some guys, Brandy, who are not, there's some guys who would have stayed in my situation and would have been like cool with being cheated on because they don't want to lose that girl. But I was cool with walking away. You got to have respect. But what I'm trying to say is, to wrap the story up, is that at the end of the day, she showed up at my house uninvited, harassed me constantly. She did the old thing that females do, talking about, oh, I'm going to tell everybody you have a little dick, blah, blah, blah. No, it wasn't little then when I was up in them guts, tearing them out. That's why you calling me right now. So, this is the thing, Brandy. This woman did, like, my whole life turned into a living hell, to the point that it shook me up. Facts.
Yeah, I could tell the way you were telling that story. I mean, sound like it was a traumatizing experience there.
It was. No coochie is worth that amount of pain.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's not at all.
So, Will, I came across a video that you did.
Oh, she did her homework. I like this.
Oh, okay.
She did her homework.
The video you were talking about how, a woman who's considered a 9 or 10 is a headache, right?
Yes.
And,
yes.
And how men have to be prepared to date a woman who's a 9 or a 10.
Yes,
right?
yes, that is correct.
So your girlfriend you're currently dating, is she a 9 or a 10?
My girl is a 10 all around the board, you know what I'm saying?
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, she's
okay, so I'm assuming that you finally found the one who can treat you how you want. Is that what it is?
Exactly. Well, yes, that's exactly right. Well, my girl, she is, like I said,
a little bit, Will.
Sexy chocolate, you know what I'm saying? And she has great gym habits. And she's very in touch with her feminine energy, but she's still a Black woman, so she got that feistiness to the point where we do have our heads. But I usually win, facts. She knows.
Okay.
So therefore, it's but yeah, men do need to prepare to get to that bracket. It's like being in a different tax bracket, because you get a different level of taxes taken out your check, right? So therefore, dealing with a woman who is up there with a 9, 10, even 8.5, 8, there are most likely a headache, and it's just not as what it's painted to be, because I've had the opportunity to dip into that bracket, and it's not that great.
Yeah.
So with you guys' experiences that you've had, right? Is this the reason why you've become red pill guys?
I mean, I became a red pill guy.
To this awakening.
I became a red pill guy because, there were certain girls that I just kept like losing out on, right? And I was just tired of just like, because even when I was like a simp, there were certain girls that I could get a pretty girl, but it would be fool's luck. It would be kind of like, I didn't want the girl, but then she wants me. And I didn't understand the dynamics at the time, that some girls, when you play a little hard to get, or you just, are thirsty, right, Brandy? Let's keep it real. Because who likes a thirsty guy, though? Like, let's be all the way real. But what made my red pill moment was, okay, this is a funny story, Brandy. I was dealing with a former stripper, right? She was a Vegas showgirl, right? But she had hit the wall like a mofo. I mean, she had kids. She wasn't as pretty. You know what I'm saying? So I was dealing with this woman, and, I knew something was wrong when every time when I'm about to lay it down, I had to get drunk first, because she was not that pretty. I mean, even though she used to be a stripper, right? She was just not, she hit the wall. Mm-hmm. So long story short, I realized, this is bad. I can't do this. Like, no. And then she realized I was trying to leave. So once again, I don't know, I attract crazy women. So she's like, who's going to take care of this child, Solo? This is what the shit that women, excuse my language, this is the stuff that these women pull, is always, I'm pregnant. She's like, I'm going to take care. And long story short, she was never pregnant. But afterwards, I had a flashback, because this literally happened after the crazy girl. Then I meet another crazy girl, right? And I don't know, maybe it's because crazy girls are freaks. I don't know, maybe that's why, because they're the best in bed. Let's keep it real, but that's another topic. So that made me red pill, because I was tired of dealing with women that, number one, I wasn't really attracted to, even though some of them were, but I wanted to get it on all the time. But number two, like, I wanted to know why certain guys understood it and why I didn't. And because here's the thing, Brandy. I don't know how it is for girls, right? Well, I know how, because girls talk. But for men, if you go out with your boys, right? Mm-hmm. And you have a boy, like, let's say me and KingWillSays go out, and all the girls are on KingWillSays, right? And he's getting numbers and this and that. And I'm not getting no numbers. I'm like, yo, bro, how you getting all these numbers? He's like, oh, man, just be confident, right? See, that's how a dude that's good looking will tell you, who doesn't understand the concept of game. Because he's been doing it all his life, that he can't really explain it to you, right? But if a guy is red pill, he could explain to you like, yo, you got to be more confident, but this is how to be more confident. You get it? So that's what it took. Yeah.
Okay. Will, you want to explain why you are a red pill guy?
Ah, yes. Why is the light-skinned guy a red pill guy? Huh? I wonder.
Because he's a weirdo.
Light skin versus dark skin thing with this?
No. It's just, colorism is a thing in Black community. We know that, I mean, I've heard it all my life.
I'm recognizing it.
Oh, of course. I
mean, because I just read something today that said that it was like on the flip side, right? Because we know that darker skinned Black women always are, get the business when it comes to that. But I saw something today. It's like, just because a man is light skinned doesn't mean, he can't be your protector and he can't be, strong or whatever else.
It's a lot
I'm
of
sorry,
shit.
but Drake ruined that for y'all light skinned dudes.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah, you know.
The last 10 years of Drake, y'all cats got to go and make that all up. He ruined it for y'all, man.
No,
And, yeah, man, Drizzy did his down bad, man, for the light skins. But look, the reason how I became Red Pill was because I put my value in relationships and women instead of in myself as a man, and actually loving myself because I was a serial monogamist before I found the Red Pill. But I got pushed to that point because I just kept getting in relationships because I didn't feel like I had any value, and plus on top of that, it's like when you're young, growing up, because I'm 26, so when you're young, growing up throughout that, because Sholo can attest to this, especially in the Black community, it's very, I don't want to say it. It's an emphasis on coochie. You know what I'm saying? On the cooch. It's on the vagina. It's emphasis on that. That's where your value lies. Your uncles teach you this. You just your friends teach you this because black men. I think we're having sex earlier more than any other culture, to be honest with you. So, yeah. So it's like that's where you put your value at. So I didn't have no value. And when my baby's mother, my did me dirty, cheated on me, lied to me, lied and said it was rape, and it wasn't, but she was really over there just to get some extra dick. Okay, so and that side note, that's how Solo being, what I'm saying, we did our interview.
Yeah, that was our first interview. I remember, bro.
Tragic story, you know what I'm saying? So that extreme situation pushed me to the point where I was at my lowest point. And then that's when I found the Red Pill. My homie it started with AMS and all. I was like, who is this crazy ass bald dude saying all this stuff? And it was crazy at first, but then when that happened, and I was like, okay. And it was like, I know it seems to you and your crew and the Scooby-Doo mobile, y'all just be up in here just really, really just ready to, you just think we're just crazy and toxic and oh my God. But no, it's really, you find a sense of community and guys that's teaching you like, yo, you don't need no woman. You are the shit. Excuse my language, but they're saying you are the shit. Learn, like, see your value,
So you guys have gone through some pretty traumatizing situations with Black women. And I know you don't like for me to say, you've been hurt, who hurt you.
Well, the problem is with that, Brandy, when you use it and how you use it in the context and the way you deliver it, you and your friends use that as a defense mechanism when y'all backed up in the corner and you feeling like you're being attacked, and then you're like, who hurt you? Like,
those comments be off the chain. Some of those dudes need to
putting the finger right in the wound, because that's what motivates guys to snap at you. See, and I had a question for you, Brandy. I might hold that for.
Hold it for the end.
I might hold that to another portion of this.
Okay. Yeah. So that is the reason why you guys. Can you confirm that that's the reason why you guys have decided to join the Red Pill crew? Is because you've been, you've experienced some traumatizing situations by Black women.
Yeah, of course. But not just Black women, women in general. Let's be real,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, y'all some savages.
But it was a Black woman that had me moving 50 miles out of town. I ain't gonna lie, facts.
Oh, I had a Black woman stalk me, so I have a stalker story that happened.
Oh my God. But Solo, you've dated non-Black women. Your girlfriend's Black, right?
No, she's not.
Okay.
You got me. I lied to you. I ain't gonna lie, but yes, she's a non-Black woman.
Okay.
Confession time. I don't lie on camera, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Does she treat you better than Black women in the past, or how's it going?
I'll put it to you like this, Brandy. The last show that me and you and MT did, the whole time, not the whole time, but for 2 hours, while I was here with y'all, she was cleaning my bathroom and apartment. Okay? Now, I'm going to be real with you. I've never had a woman ever do that before. Black, white, whatever. She just happened to be the first woman to do that.
Okay.
And she was listening to a lot of stuff we were saying. And she was just like, what are you guys trying to accomplish? Because y'all ain't listening to each other. Y'all just yelling, right? And she's a very, she knows that YouTube. We talk about, she watched my videos, you feel me? And, you know, Brandy, I don't really hide my relationships, so people know what I do, you know?
I have no pictures of you and your girl on your Instagram at all.
I mean, but here's the thing though, Brandy.
But
At the
there's
end of
nothing wrong with being private. Like, I like to keep that private. I do share some photos on Facebook because Facebook, you know, it's a little bit more private. You know, it's my family, my true friends, and all that. So I
right.
share some photos of him and I on Facebook, but not in
Right. And here's the thing, Brandy. It's not even about that. When you look at certain things, right, in a relationship, I don't, believe it or not, I don't really look at, oh, well, I'm only dealing with white women because she's white. You know what I'm saying? That's fugazi to me. I look at, how's a woman going to treat me? Is she going to treat me with respect, care? Is she going to hold me down? You see, and here's the thing, like, I'm not going to lie, like, could I get a couple sisters out here? Yeah, sure. But they come with like baggage. I don't want to deal with a chick with 4 or 5 kids because guess what? I don't have kids. So why would I put that extra baggage on me? No disrespect, Will, if you have kids or anything like that, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's unfortunate. And yeah, I'm gonna play the Brandy role in this video, but I don't look like Chris Brown. You feel me? So I don't get the type of love from sisters because everybody says I look like Kenan Thompson. So fine, cool, whatever. But Kenan Thompson is paid. And have you seen his wife? His wife is bad.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, Brandy, the way I look at it is, number one, how does the woman treat me? And number two is, you know, what is our communication like? Does she respect me as a man? Certain things like that. My girl obviously respects me. She's cleaning my bathroom. Facts. You know what I mean? And I've done romantic things for her too. You know, I brought her Starbucks coffee. Oh, I know I said coffee, right? I know Brandy's wrong. Like, no, he did. Yes, I did. But I brought her coffee in the morning. So when she woke up, the coffee was there. That's how we real players do. We have the coffee.
Bacon and eggs? Like,
no bacon and egg. What do you think this is?
You could at least got her a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
No, bro. No. Get the coffee. That's good. We on a budget, bro.
No,
we just pay taxes, Brandy. You know how much your brother had to pay? Listen. I'm broke until December. Facts. But yeah, so at the end of the day, I don't look at color. I know I see some female YouTubers just thinking, oh, as long as it's white, it's right. I'm like, no, it's about how are we treated.
Yeah,
like for me,
slowly changing my mind on that as well. I mean, you know, as we talked about in your video, I don't have a problem dating or getting a nice man, black man. You know what I mean? But when I see comments on the blog sites, you know, that black women, you know, all the hate and how they feel and all this kind of stuff, then, you know, that's what prompts me to talk about black men and their preferences a lot. And then you have, you know, 50 Cent and Lil Wayne, you know, having their conversation that they have. And it's kind of like, this is just like interesting, you know, and I have to talk about it.
But once again, here's the thing, Brandy. When you look at it, right, you can say, oh, these men are traitors. These men don't love us. But why are men saying the same thing? Why do you have millionaires say the same thing the college cat is saying? And you even got Sauce Walker talking about it. You know who Sauce Walker is? I mean, he's a dusty nigga as they come. Excuse my language. But he is dusty. If they're Dustinas, then he's Dustified. I mean, he is dusty. And even Sauce Walker, who's a rapper, right, says he doesn't deal with black women. Granted, he's a successful rapper, but he's a dust mite. Oh my goodness. And when you see it now where you have successful people, unsuccessful people, this group saying the same thing, okay, why are so many people saying the same thing about black women? And black women can say, oh, it's because you're weak and deny till the face is blue, but there's a lot of truth to it. Just like certain black men are not wanted by black women, or certain black men are deadbeat people. You know what I'm saying? So there are certain stereotypes that are true. But at the end of the day, when are black women are going to address the elephant in the room that, yeah, black women do have an attitude problem? Because I'm pretty sure, Brandy, you've had a couple homegirls that you used to be cool with, and then guess what? She was talking ish behind your back. Yeah, Brandy, I know these things.
I've had Spanish girlfriends to do that, not just black.
Oh, Brandy, stop it. Now you got to pull the Spanish. I ain't talking about no Spanish. You know I ain't talking about no.
The Latinas are the same. So, Will, what about you? Have you dated a non-black woman?
Yes, I have. Yes,
okay.
I have. I mean,
what's the difference? But you're back with a black woman.
Well, truth of the matter is, you know, for everybody that's going to see this, I love my black women. All right, you know, I'm a
simp. No, I'm joking.
We're gonna get to that. Like, what makes a man a simp, though?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, but that's what they would call me. I mean, dudes
right.
that would see this and be like, "Oh, you a simp?" He say like, "Black women, he's a traitor."
Joking, bro.
That's what happens. You know, you can't even show that you can't see. But so those guys, you know, they still on fapping, so that's why they're so angry. But see, the thing is here, man. The thing is here. Yeah, I always, you know, I am a weirdo when it comes to like, you know, black men and preference because I prefer darker women over light skin. I think light skinned women are the devil. Facts.
Brandy, you have a shot. You have a shot, Brandy.
I think light skinned women are the freaking devil because I have never had a good experience with a light skinned woman. So, you know, but all about, you know, bear in mind, black, you know, dark skinned women, you know, women are just all crazy to me. You know, it just depends.
So you think there's a difference? So, because I have seen like memes and stuff, and you know, they're like, why are you acting light skinned and all that? Is that like a thing? Because a woman is light skinned, she acts a certain way.
No, that's not true at all. I mean, you got some guys who do perpetuate the stereotype, but then you have guys like myself who, honestly, I don't even match up to half of all that stuff. But you know, but it's true. It's true though, because when like I got drove to the point when I finally stopped from that point. Because when you do hit the red pill and you find this community and you're just retaining all this stuff, you internalize it. You have your portion of where you just don't even want to be near a woman. You just kind of disgusted at that point. It's like, like, you know, because you're finding out and everything, like, you know, Solo said, everything just, the blinders are coming off of your face. So it's a lot of overwhelming information. So a lot of guys, you see spazzing probably in the comment section is probably in that phase right now, you know, because they're angry, because they're finding out the truth,
rage,
lied to, you know. So that's that. But it's true what he's like. It's not that we date out for the fact that, you know, women, it's because, oh, she's not black. It's just the fact that we're testing the waters to see like, yo, what else is out there? Because clearly I'm striking out with black women. My experience isn't the best. So let me go somewhere else. And it even goes to my Marcus Brownlee video that was inspired actually by a live stream by Solo. I think one of those Snow Bunny Sundays he was talking about Marquise Brownlee.
Oh, Snow Bunny Sunday.
Yeah. Marquise Brownlee is a very popular, prominent YouTuber on this platform. Almost 10 million subscribers on the tech side of YouTube. Dark skin, not the, you know, he's not no Boris Cujo looking dude or whatever.
Yeah, he's not a pretty boy at all, no.
But there was a time where he was private. I don't think nobody knew who his girlfriend was, but they found out she was white. And that became a thing.
Yeah.
He was catching flack for it because, you know, I think people didn't really see his girlfriend really. And now it's like, oh, he has a white.
And he doesn't showcase on their channels.
Yeah. So his personal life is very private. So it's like, he has a white girlfriend. Oh my God. And I made that video. And I've had a lot of black men come in the comment section saying what Solo is saying. It's like, yeah, because I was like, there are black men who just don't do well in the black community in dating. You know, a lot of guys can't meet the criteria or don't because naturally they just don't fit what a lot of black women are looking for, you know, with the dressing, the way you talk. I mean, I've had black women kind of like try to come at me over the years in my life, how I talk, because I talk very proper. You know, I enunciate a lot of my words. And they're like, well, you talk like a white boy. I've been told that plenty of times, you know, so.
Yeah.
It's a criteria in the black community that you ladies set. First of all, you're the tastemakers. You set this criteria, right? a lot of guys they can't. It's too high. So you know what? These white girls, I'm not saying that they have lower standards, but these white girls, these Hispanic girls, they don't look for particularly what the black woman looks for when it comes to a black man. So a
Right.
lot of guys find acceptance elsewhere because you don't fit in, basically.
Mm.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. And well, I was gonna go back to the education thing. Like I said, like an educated woman is gonna like recognize when a man is educated, right? And like a good man. So
Well, that's I mean, yeah, you can say that, but then there's also your educated women who don't really know how to be a partner to a man.
Facts.
no, I hear you.
Because of that education. Because see that women put so, especially black women, because like I said, these single mothers are training their daughters to compete with black men rather than, us be assets to each other.
Exactly.
It's compete. Yeah. I need to be better. I have to reach this high totem pole of success to validate my existence.
Exactly.
And I don't care. Don't worry about men or anything like that. Your papers, your pieces of papers on your wall will definitely keep you warm at night. It'll definitely blow your back out.
For real though, but what King Will's saying is real though, Brandy. It be that nice, shy, polite guy. He be ready with the force of 10,000 Thors, because he don't know. Listen, I used to be that guy, because you don't know the next time you gonna get it again. So I used to treat it like I just did 25 years in jail. As soon as I'm getting it, I'm tearing it down. Facts. That's how you get referrals. But sometimes y'all be sleeping on them nice guys because we don't know. So when we get it, we gon' all night long. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Tear it up.
Like I said, my mind is slowly changing on the reasons why black men don't date.
Right.
Date. So, but yeah, and I promote on my channel interracial dating. If you're not finding the right, black woman, then try something different. Because I mean, that's the wave.
But I want to make a point clear. I think me and King Will says we do not hate black women, right? King Will even said that he loves black women. I don't hate black women. I just wish that black women would, just be more comfortable delving into their feminine side instead of always delving into their masculine side. That's all. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, I get that. And, a lot of my friends, we're very feminine, but
mm-hmm.
I see that all on the gram. I seen that.
And Brandy, I've been with you on the panels. It got lit. When Brandy's not happy, the hood side come out though. Facts.
It absolutely will, because you know what? And everybody has that side though. Like, well, you and your girlfriend can go back and forth with each other. Even your snow bunny, you and your snow bunny. So I'm pretty sure y'all go back and forth if you.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I would hope she's not just sitting there looking like.
No, never.
Okay, yeah.
Never. She
That's
is
a stereotype as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a stereotype that white girls, you can do what? No.
I know that's a stereotype. I have plenty of white girlfriends.
Trust me.
They don't play. But no, thanks you guys for clearing it up. I appreciate it. I'm glad we're having this discussion, right? It shows that black men and black women can have a discussion, right, about black men and black women issues.
Minus the sim trolls,
Well, okay, so let's define sim. All right, what is a sim?
Oh yeah, let's do it. I am. Yeah, let's do it. Simps. Let's define simp. Backboneless. Willing to do anything to please a woman. His pocketbook is always wide open. Credit.
Oh, Brandy likes that. Like,
that. If he's the one that sees the Cash App link in the bio and he's tapping it and just sending $20 or $100.
How is he a simp for that? If he has the money,
Is he gonna get the coochie, Brandy? If I send you $100 right now, does that mean I'll get some? I'm not saying I will, but I'm just saying, will that guarantee a date at least? Like, what?
what if a man just wants to be nice and do something nice for a woman? I mean,
Brandy.
I've certainly had guys to like treat me nice.
That woman. That is that privilege right
And,
there.
The day I meet a woman who says, hey, I just want to suck you off right now because I want to be nice. Okay, cool. But it's not like porno movies, Brandy. It don't work like that. This is real life. And like some girl go knock on your door talk about, hey, I just want to suck you off. And that, this may be why we, whatever. But no. What's happening, King Will? I'm gonna pass the mic back to you, but you have women, y'all have it so easy now. You got Cash App, OnlyFans, Venmo, PayPal, and these dudes are tricking. Come on, Brandy, let's keep it 100. Brandy.
They are.
And they get nothing out of it. Matter of fact, I know it's one way to really describe it, and it's the best definition. Men with no dignity. That's the thing. These guys have zero dignity. They will give thousands of dollars to women that they will never even get a whiff of, just so she can be on a camera saying, hi, Jacob, thank you for your $1,000 donation. It's like, come on, these are the guys, simps. This, guys who just trick off of women but get nothing from it.
But why do you guys think that people are black men call Future a simp just because he's a nice guy and he's taking care of Sierra and her kids? Like, he's not a simp.
Oh, you mean Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
No, Future's not a simp.
I meant Russell. Yeah. No. Yeah, no.
Well, Future was falling into that sunken place, and then he woke up.
What do you mean
Got himself 3 extra baby mamas. Hey, yeah.
I think the reason why a lot of people call Russell Wilson a simp is because Russell Wilson had just signed a $100 million contract. He could have virtually any woman that he wanted, right? And this is after, come to find out, he got cheated on by a Snow Bunny, allegedly. The whole team got some, right? We know the story. Yeah. But here's the thing. And by the way, I think Sierra is beautiful, but out of all people, Sierra, who just got ran through by 50 and Future and Bow Wow? Little Bow Wow nah, bruh. Listen, I'm not listening.
But Sierra treats her man like very feminine. You can tell, right? She has a lot of respect for Russell. You don't think so? Really?
Brandy
Russell is a doormat. Sorry, facts. Actually, not facts.
Brandy, hold up. Why did Mr. Russell Wilson have to wait until he got married to get the cookies?
I thought that was like both of their doing. I think that was his idea, wasn't it?
Nah, Brandy. If I just signed a $100 million contract, Brandy, and we going out, you better be, before we even get in the car, like, Daddy, you know what I'm saying? Because listen, look, and I get it. He wants to marry a woman. He wants to be, but bruh, either this dude, I don't really want to take it there, Brandy, because then you may end up in the shade room with this video. But the fact that this dude, I don't know, this dude, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't think when he's a simp, like to be a quarterback in the NFL, you got to be a leader, an alpha, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm questioning, Brandy, is Sierra his beard? Yeah, I took it there. And I'm going to leave it at that.
His beard?
Yes. You know what that means.
No, explain.
Well, I got to keep it friendly. I want to keep it friendly. KingWillSays knows what I'm talking about.
I got to rub my hands on that one, man.
I got to just go in the shade room and ask what the beard means. They'll get you right. They'll get you right, Brandy.
Look, Russell Wilson, there's something. See, the reason why men don't really like Russell Wilson is because he's too squeaky clean. There's something. He got something, like guys like that.
Wait, hold on.
There's something going on.
If you guys say black women don't like the nice guy, and now that Sierra's with the nice guy.
I think Sierra wanted a man that she could control. She wanted a freaking ventriloquist daughter.
Right. And then Sierra put it on that dude like the white girl ain't never did, and then they get see this dude now. That dude taking the little kid to the park. He doing everything. The fact
He's
of
a
the
good
matter,
guy.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying,
What's
he's
your
a
favorite-
he's a good.
Sarah definitely has the balls in the
No, we
relationship.
don't know, but we don't know these people in real life, so we don't know what's really going on behind closed doors.
But I mean, we can poke a little bit. It's just the fact that you look at the pattern. She goes from 50, who we already know he's out here doing this thing.
Right.
You got Bow Wow. We know probably, even though it's Bow Wow, he's still doing this thing. And then the man Future, because we know Future ain't, man, come on, this Future. He's nothing to be described about him. We know what he do. So it's Future. You go from that track record to Russell Squeaky Clean Wilson. Oh, the guy that probably worships your feet, the ground that you walk on, that won't have any type of pushback or any type of. She wanted a doof that she could control. Facts.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
I'm just putting it out there. Shout out to Sierra though, great albums. Two Step was great.
So we're wrapping up here, guys, because it's been like an hour. Describe your perfect woman? Like, what's the perfect woman for you?
Perfect woman. Man, that's kind of hard. There's no such thing as
She doesn't
perfection.
exist, bruh.
That's very hard.
She doesn't exist, bruh. But there are few that could come close.
My girl is as close as it gets. Even though she has her ways, she knows what I'm talking about if she sees this.
What makes her perfect, Will? Sound like West Bells to me.
Her transparency and accountability is what makes her.
Ooh, I like that. Talk about the accountability, Will. Let's put Brandy on some real game. Let's talk about that. How is she accountable, bro?
Man, when we do, we do butt our heads and we have our tiffs, but she has no issue coming back to me and saying, you know what, I was wrong. I shouldn't have pushed you as hard as I did. That was kind of just stupid. It was over something so stupid. And I just can't believe, I'm sorry. Cause as a man, if you are a woman, we'll deal with some stuff. Especially the petty stuff. Cause women, y'all petty.
Yeah.
The smallest things.
Women will start a fight just because they want attention.
Exactly.
Facts.
We'll put up with that.
Just silly.
Tips and jokes are easy though.
But you women, y'all push though. You'll push it till we're like, you know what? I'm just gonna go out the house for a few hours. And most women don't know how to say, you know what? I'm sorry. Most women don't know how to be the bad guy and acknowledge that, hey, you were the bad guy in this situation. But my girl, she don't have that problem.
That's dope.
She knows how to look in the mirror and be like, you know what? I was not right at all. But some women, their right is right. They're right no matter what. Yeah. They don't care at all.
Janae.
Oh my God. She ain't about to pop up, is she? Hold on,
I don't know. I heard if you say her name real fast 3 times in the bathroom while it's dark in the front of the mirror, she might come through.
I get you so well. So perfection.
Hey, shout out to Janae.
That's my girl. But so perfection is basically just like accountability, right? And the ability
for me,
to apologize. Huh?
I'm into girls that are like quirky, right?
Okay.
The problem is a lot of black women aren't quirky. I've met some, but it's very rare. Like when I say quirky, like they have their own like sense of humor. They give no F's. Like they got their own little style, their own sense of humor. Because let's be honest, King Will, a lot of girls are not funny. Even if they think they're funny, they're not, right?
Especially if they're hot, they're boring.
Yeah. So I like a girl with like a quirky personality. I also like a girl that likes to watch anime. Yeah, I'm a geek like that. You feel me? Because a lot of girls are not into anime. I know, Brandy, you'd be like, what are we watching right now? But if we watch Love and Hip Hop, you'd be like, oh yeah, I know this girl. Yeah.
Hold on. What? No.
Yeah.
Put that stereotype on me.
Wait, Brandy, name 2 animes. Name 2 animes, Brandy.
I watch the History Channel, okay?
Oh, but you don't watch anime though. Okay, all right.
Okay.
But also, I think the accountability by King Will is amazing, because this is one of the biggest issues that with modern women is that it's always, see, this is why we always bump heads at these, these little debates that we have, because the women always think they're right no matter what. And then we just try to point out, okay, what about this and that? Now, are men wrong too? I mean, men, we've been wrong since the 1970s, according to y'all. So now it's like 2020, and you got to ask yourself, Brandy, once again, if I'm lying, why are marriage rates going down? Why are men not getting married as much as before? Why are celebrities now being so bold and brazen, talking about they dating these women or that women? So when you look at it, a lot of women have been conditioned in this feminist society to act like men. And listen, a Negro doesn't want to lay with another Negro unless he swings that way. We want women. I don't want to, I don't want to be you saying who's your daddy from a woman. Now you got women saying this. Like, because of that daddy show. I don't know the show, but call me daddy? No. Like, why I gotta call you daddy? Why can't I call you mama? Like, what? Okay, not mama, literally, but you get the point, Brandy. You get the point. I mean, that's weird, man. Imagine you piping down the chicks like, call me daddy.
How do y'all feel about women proposing and all that?
I seen a show during quarantine. It was like one of these quarantine love shows, Brandy, where it's like they were in this room and they couldn't see the faces. Mm-hmm. And then I forgot the name of it, but it was one of these shows. And the woman actually proposed, and I thought that was dope. And then it went downhill after that. Oh, and that was the most submissive ever. Like, I thought, okay, this woman is different. Nah, bro, she was, oh man, nah, bro.
If a woman proposes to you as a man, background check her. There's something, because actually, my girl put me, because I know that a lot of people probably saw that show, Love is Blind or whatever on Netflix.
Yeah, is that the show?
I think that's the show. Yeah,
that's when they
were in the pods, they couldn't see each other and all that.
Yeah, Brandy, you gotta watch it. It's a dope show, actually.
Yeah, that show.
It's cringy.
It was one girl on there. She had mad problems. Okay, I'm talking about her background was she proposed to she denied the guy's proposal, and then just so she could ask him.
Yeah. That's the show I'm talking about, bro. It's called Love is Blind. Yeah, that's what I'm referencing, bro.
Yeah, that I thought that was a red flag for me. I was like, yo,
yeah, bro,
crazy. And what happened turned out to be she was very, very dysfunctional.
Crazy. But she was a freak, though. You notice King Will is always the freaks that are the craziest, because they'll do anything, right, Brandy?
Oh yeah, she was.
Brandy's like, I'm not crazy. Allegedly.
No, but back to that piece though about perfect, the what's an ideal woman. I don't like to say perfect. Ideal is a better word to me. Also, yeah, accountability, transparency, and her femininity, because within femininity, a woman is not afraid to be vulnerable. Ooh. A lot of you Black women don't want to be vulnerable. You have.
King Will is in his bag right now. I love it. Go ahead, son. Talk that vulnerable.
High, just impossible walls to climb over, because you have a Brandy looking woman, but she has all the walls. She doesn't want to be. Facts. She doesn't want to be vulnerable. She wants to always be in control, because a lot of you Black women are control freaks.
And here's the crazy part, King Will. Yeah. The Brandy looking woman that we're talking about, right? The last dude, he had to do nothing. He just had to bring like a hot dog to come through. But me, I got to climb, scale, like I'm Prince Charming. I got to take you out. I got to fly you to Miami. I got to take you, do all this extra stuff. And you know what she finna say, King Will? You ain't getting no coochie until 3 months. I have a 3-month rule. You ain't getting no coochie. What? Did the last Negro have to wait 3 months? No, but he played me, and I have respect for myself now, Solo. So now you're gonna have to wait 3 months. So what you finna be doing? I'm gonna wait 3 months too. And then day 89, she's gonna find something to griff about. This relationship is over. I waited 89 days. No, but I'm serious. And Brandy, I think you know what I'm talking about. There are girls out there that the other guy dogged them out so bad that the next guy, who's not even him, and this is a lot of mistakes women make too. A lot of y'all hold on to like resentment and pettiness from past relationships, and then a new dude come through, and then we got to pay for it. Why I got to pay somebody else's tab?
Isn't that the same thing though that black men do?
What do you mean? Isn't that the same? So wait, you have men that are resentful for the ex-girlfriends?
And you're kind of like, you know, moving forward. You guys are red pill guys because of this now.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like I said, Brandy, I still deal with black women. I'm about to post a Sims tale here, recording in a couple weeks, where my last date with a black woman and what happened. I'll tell you a little bit of the story. And she was educated, Brandy, master's degree, hey, and she was a baddie. I can send you the pictures, Brandy. She looked like Nicki Minaj before the plastic surgery, or ugly, whatever. Before, I don't know what Nicki's doing with her face, but long story short, educated, all that. Brandy, you know where she took us on the first date? Because we went to a hood spot, like a hood ass club. It was a hood club. I'm like, what? And all the trap Negroes went up, like, you know, the trap dudes, they're like, hey, what's up, ma, blah, blah. She knew all them dudes. I'm like, wait, I thought you went to college, got a master's. She's like, yeah, but you know, when I was in college, sometimes I went through like a hood phase. I'm like, a hood phase? Yeah, you know, I used to just be in the hood. Brandy, so all this talk about, well, I really like the nice guys. Okay, Brandy, but what, you know, but here's the thing. So at the end of the day, man, it's always the other guys, the good guy that has to do all the work. But the bad boy ain't got to do nothing. He just got to decide what position he's gonna hit you in tonight. You know what I'm saying? That's facts.
Facts. Hey, you know, that's true.
And by the way, I'm not salty at the dude, the bad boy. If he can hit it, fine. But at least make him wear a condom, damn. You know what I'm saying, dude? You don't want to be a single mother. You know what I'm saying?
Here you go.
Hold on. Because I know we wrapping up. Hold on. See, because I have to ask.
Okay.
Because I was on that panel. I was in that panel witnessing the unraveling of this whole. Because Brandy was a part of that too. Her and her crew. You know, you guys were putting in the Scooby.
Yeah. Brandy was acting extra that night. She's like, okay, me and my girls, we're gonna go. We gonna leave. Like that. I was like, damn.
Brandy, now that I got direct contact with you, yo, what's up with y'all not acknowledging that you have some responsibility with this whole condom thing? Like,
we did. I think because everyone was yelling and everyone was trying to make their point, they missed that. Like, we legit said the woman is responsible, but the man is also responsible. And a lot of Solo, you're shaking your head, but a lot of y'all were saying, oh, it's just solely up to the woman, and that's not. You know, it's like, no, it's both.
No, you know what?
Who are involved with the situation.
And you know what?
How is it just on the woman?
Brandy, I agree with you to an extent. Let me explain.
Okay.
Yes, if a man is going free willy, then yes, okay? But the reality is this, and this is the point that Ramil was trying to make, I was trying to make. At the end of the day, Brandy, if you decide to keep the baby, I don't have a say. If you decide to abort the baby, I don't have a say.
Yeah, I get that part of it. Yeah.
You feel me? And Janae said something crazy that I wanted to address. Janae would say something about, well, what if he's hitting her from the back and then he takes the condom off? I'm sorry, but if you can't tell that a dude is going in...
That happens, though. It happens. I mean, the light is on, the guy slips the condom on, and then all of a sudden, something's going down. It's like, wait, what happened? And somewhere in there, the condom slipped off, or either he took it off, or it happens. It definitely happens.
Hey, yo, bro, I ain't never heard a dude taking that off. I mean, I would, you know.
It happens. I mean, you know, just like women will, like, try and, like, set up the guy.
Poke holes in it?
Men do the same shit, I'm telling you. They do the same things.
All I know is this, Brandy. I mean, does it rip sometimes? If you going ham, sure, but I never heard it do like, let me hit it from the back real quick. And I'm just like, okay, let me just, okay.
I get what you're saying. I mean, but like, to me,
hey, yo, KingWill, you ever heard of that shit? I never heard a nigga say, yo, bro, you know, I hit it from the back and I took the condom off so I can hit it raw. Like, what?
It happens.
What type of hood dudes are you dealing with? Like, what type of fool you would do that? You type of like, what type of guy would be like, yeah, I'm putting the condom on, then I take it off real quick, and then I shut the club up. Now she's pregnant. Damn it.
And so it happens. It happens.
Oh man, yeah. That was crazy to me. I was like, man, look, I don't.
No, at the end of the day, we were trying to explain that it's both parties' responsibility, right? Look at Future; he's a perfect example. Like he's gone around having sex with all these women. Now he's like got 10 kids.
But see, we got to.
But Brandy, hold up.
So are you saying that the women is just the women that fucked up in that situation?
But Brandy, we've heard the stories of Future. He doesn't put a condom on. He goes raw, and then he gives the girls Plan B or $100 to buy Plan B. Obviously, some of them didn't take that $100 to buy the Plan B.
Future.
That's what I'm
At
saying.
that point, though, Future needs to take responsibility. Hopefully, he's learned his lesson because now he's.
Brandy, keep it real. If Future hollered at you, would you give him some? Would you let him like spit in your ear? Brandy, like just keep it 100. It's Future.
No, I wouldn't give him a chance if he had one kid or zero.
Brandy, you capping hard right now.
Listen. I met Gucci
worth over $30 million.
I met Gucci Man in the mall, and I turned him down. I did.
Really?
Really?
Why? Was your man with you that day? That's the only reason. I could keep it real. No. You're like, oh no, he's my brother. That's my cousin. No. The Armenian Arabian stud muffin.
So silly.
Hey, no hate, no shade, Brandy. But okay, wait. Was this Gucci Man before he was in shape, or was this the fat Gucci?
This was Gucci Man like before he went to jail.
Okay, that's why. That's why. See, now he's in shape. Let's keep it 100. Brandy, you ain't turning him down.
Yeah, you got the six-pack.
He's married now.
So what, Brandy? That's the perfect role for you.
So that's the only thing.
All the presents.
That's Jada and Will Smith. No entanglement over here. Okay.
So that's the only thing. That's the only thing that's in the way. If he got a divorce, Randy would be like, yeah, because Gucci a certified Tyrone now.
Yeah. Gucci got a 6-pack now. Last time I seen.
He's looking good.
Oh, Brandy, you wish you would have shot your shot. But I know when he was fat, girl, he was ugly too. Yeah. Pause. I don't call him ugly. I just got to keep it real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he looked.
Man. But yeah, no, definitely. It's majority on the woman. Majority. I won't say any numbers. I'm trying to be, but I'm just saying it is a vast majority responsibility on the woman because y'all the ones that can get pregnant. And y'all the ones that chooses to open your legs. Because I've had plenty of women stop me and be like, "Hey, you got a condom," But then you have a lot of women who don't. And the facts of the matter is, y'all just don't like condoms, and y'all like
facts.
Dog more than
that is scary. Yeah. But Brandy, let me ask you this, and this is a question I tried to ask before on the first show when me and Janae was going back and forth. But why is it that out of all the races of women, Black women are the least married in regards to why don't y'all require the men to marry y'all first before y'all open up your wombs or let your legs to them? Because you notice, like, Becky and Nicole, if she's going to deal with a brother and take that risk, I mean, he's got to marry me at least, or he's got to bring something to the table. But why is it that a lot of women are not requiring men to marry them nowadays?
Good question.
I think it's just in today's society, marriage is viewed as very different, though. A lot of Black women want to date Black men. There's just not enough Black men to go around. I mean, that's something.
Why don't you marry the one then that you like and then call it a wrap?
That's
Know what I mean?
That's a good question.
That's facts.
I was almost gonna get married to that crazy girl, Brandy, but luckily she showed me her crazy side before I did that mistake. So thank God, because there's more to a marriage than just good sex, obviously. So
yeah, I've got some friends who are married. I've got some friends who are divorced, and for me, I mean, I could have been married by now, but I mean, I just,
the bag wasn't big enough. It's all good, Brandy. I'm here now. You know what I'm saying, girl? Pull it.
No, I mean, marriage is a huge commitment. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
marriage is not something that you take lightly. If you want to get married once, that is.
I mean, Brandy had that old dude. He had his eyes rolled back. Like, I want to marry you, girl. How much money do I got to give you? How much money?
Stand you, Solo. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's wrap this up, you guys. Thank you so much for
Let's
hopping.
wrap it up. Let's end this with a Jessica X question.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh, I've been dying to ask this, man.
Okay, what about her?
Man, Brandy, you know, I realized I realized the instant hostility when you heard that British accent. You know, when it first came in. So what's wrong? What was going on with the Scooby Doo crew, the All Star team? What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all so against Jessica?
No. So okay. So here's the thing, right? And I think I talked to Solo about this on when we did our video, but she came in the live like talking about my skin tone. Number one, we can't see what she looks like, right? But she's attacking me right off the bat. Like, that's not cool. You expect me to just sit there and take it and be respectful to somebody who is like attacking me when she don't even know what I look like. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all didn't appreciate that. So that's number one. Number two, why doesn't she show her face? We don't even know if she's a woman or a man. I mean, has anybody seen her?
That's fair to say. But see, Jessica X is just an example, Brandy. She's just an example because there's plenty of women that you have seen their face. Yeah. And they're not, you know, and they do talk like Jessica X as far as agreeance with the male struggle. And I just want to understand, why are you so against those kind of women?
I'm not.
And what you call them? What do they call them? Yeah, you call them what?
The pick me.
a pick me woman. Like, that's the same. That's just basically your female version of simp.
Well, there's a difference between like a woman agreeing with a man's opinion and just agreeing with them simply because they want to be liked, right? Jessica X does it because she wants to be liked. I mean, look where she's at. Look what she's been able to do. She's been able to build her following without even showing her face because that's all she does. She strokes a man's ego. That's what she does. That's her thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I'm like, let's have your own mind here. Let's have your own opinion. And I'm not saying that she doesn't, but it just seems like she doesn't based on the panels. I don't know her. I don't know her. So, I mean, I can't sit up here and say that she doesn't have her own mind, but it just appears that way. Like when we were on these panel discussions. Because we were literally, at one point, saying the same thing, okay? But when one of us said it, it was like, we got attacked. But if a guy said it, it was like, oh, yeah, yes. You know, it's just her whole demeanor changed when the men talked to her. And that's the part that we disagree with. Wait, I can't hear you, Solo.
Oh, man.
Your volume went out.
Well, can't argue with that explanation.
Right?
I just wanted to hear you.
Point, right?
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. No, I said because she knows who's paying the bills, Brandy. Facts.
Could very well be. But yeah, but anyway, you guys, well, thank you for joining. I appreciate you guys. Have a great night. And I'm sure I will see you guys soon. We'll be a part of another panel discussion, right?
No doubt. I mean, you know, Brandy, hit me up. Let's do some business on my channel. You know how we get down.
Okay.
You know,
I know, Solo, because you were shady the last video.
What do you mean I was shady?
Talking about, have you been to Dubai? Listen, let me just clear that up.
Oh, you figured it out.
I was like, wait a minute. Yes, I've been to Dubai, but let me tell you something. I took my mom and my brother as their Christmas gifts.
It was jokes. I knew you were not that type of girl. I knew it was just jokes.
I know.
You know? Because as soon as I said and you didn't know what I was talking about, it's like, okay, she doesn't.
I know.
If you were one of those girls, you would have known right away what the hell I was talking about.
I know. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you know, sometimes I got to get Brandy with something. Because I know you think I'm going to come at you mad. No, you've seen that already. So now I got to throw something different at you, Brandy. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
Right.
Oh man, the Dubai thing.
But I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you too.
Yeah,
Peace.
appreciate it.
Have a good night, guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Hi guys, don't forget to click that subscribe button. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm creating for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
I know you still feeling